Welcome, bow betters. Welcome, bow betters. Welcome to MMA Sip and Smoke, where normally we always discuss MMA and or cigars and alcohol, or I should say drinks or libations. Today we're doing, in the name of Bout Better, we're not just about MMA and sipping and smoking. It's about better. We're about teaching, educating, bettering ourselves in this, and so, I'm broadcasting. So today we have a topic that I'm very interested in because the internet scours for this type of information, and I'm going to argue that 99% of the people here on YouTube have their EDC, and you look at EDC and the pack out wrong. And I think that's because most of the people here on YouTube that are into the survivalist thing or into the shit hits the fan preppers or into the gadget sort of area aren't urban people. They don't live in the big city. And if they do, they're probably carrying way too much shit and shit they don't need. And I'm going to discuss that a little bit later because, we've become, and my biggest point here is we've become a very independent, suspect society. We are not a society here, especially in the urban context, where people help other people frequently, right? So carrying most of the things that people carry is very unnecessary unless you have a job. Like, for example, I had a job where I carried a certain pack with a lot of items because I was in a restricted area. So I was restricted by things that what I could bring. So welcome, bow betters. I don't anticipate many people coming into the chat or into the stream. So if you do make it on in, great. But yeah, so this is discussion for today. Welcome, bow betters. Welcome. If you come on in, please hit the like, subscribe button. There I am. Look at, there I am. And behind me here, let me move the computer. Let me do something. I can't move it too much. But here I have a ton of bags. Right, as you can see, people, it is up to you guys to determine what is appropriate for bugging out, everyday carry, being a gray man, right, being indiscreet, and basically also what you need. Those boxes there, as you can see, it's tough to show you how to. Actually, I could do that. One of the things that I do utilize in one of the main bags there, that big black bag right there, that usually is my work bag. And that might look like somebody's bug out bag, and it would turn into one of my potential bug out bags if I did bug out. Because, and why it's okay, why for me this bag here, let me just put it in here on the screen, is this an everyday carry, and what is entailed by me needing all this shit here, right? A lot of people is going to say, you look like you're carrying a gun. I've been using this bag to go to work because I'm in a restricted area. I've been using this bag to go to work now for 4 years. And it basically is self-contained about most things that I need. I would carry my laptop in here. So we're just going to go right on into it. I would carry my food, my lunch, even though I had, and I think that's another good discussion, I had this lunch pail. So I would have this lunch pail as well, right? This is a great lunch pail. Don't need much more. It has a skeleton in it. So this tray that you don't really need, as well as this bucket here that you don't really need. But it's very useful. I haven't been using it of late, so I have it in there. But it's very useful because if you did want to use this in a different manner, right? This would be a great gray man bag, right? If you wanted to carry, a weapon in here with some other EDC items, right? You can, right? This could be your EDC bag. It'd be a low-key, very discreet EDC bag. So what I carry in my lunch bag, just so you guys know, in here, what do I got in here right now? I bet a wipe. I got some wipies, right? I normally also would carry some, in this particular pouch, some aluminum foil, right? Or some parchment paper, so when I use the air fryer. Plenty of plastic forks, right? We got plastic forks. I have a travel spoon, a straw, as well as it doesn't have a fork in it, and some chopsticks in there. These chopsticks, they're metal. So I was able to get away with this in the restricted area where this is a potential weapon, right? These chopsticks here, and there's a straw in there. The straw is actually thicker, right? They let me get this through restricted area, right? These are steel. These are stainless steel, so very, very strong. Plastic forks, plastic. So this is in the lunch pail, right? What else is in the lunch pail here? Some napkins, and I usually have some more stuff in there. So that's in that pouch. Let me get that in there. Right, these are key where I'm at work, right? When I'm at lunch, most people don't have knives and forks, so I always carry those. So I have those in there. And again, right now, I don't have any of these bags the way they are. In the side here, again, it was more napkins. You could see some aluminum foil and some scissors. I don't know how I was able to get these scissors through checkpoint where I was at constantly, but I got some scissors in there, and I used those scissors to open up packages. And on the other side over here, you can see I have, let's see what I got in here. I have some toothpicks. I have some more aluminum foil because to use for the air fryer at work. I have some tea bags, right? Some tea. I think I have some hearing protection in there too. Some hearing protection, right? Always use hearing protection. And I could pack this out. I could use this to pack anything I might want to use this. This could be a great gray man bag, very discreet bag, as well as a potential tactical bag, right? Tactical in the sense that you could use this and dump it, right? You could use this and dump it. So this is a good EDC bag, everyday carry, not a bug out, but a great everyday carry bag where you could carry multiple items in this thing. You could put your, you want to carry a multi-tool, which I don't do. When was the last time you used a multi-tool? When was the last time that you had to use a multi-tool? Most places where I'm at work, I couldn't get a multi-tool in through the secure area, so I couldn't carry a multi-tool. When was the last time you had to help somebody, right, on the fly where you used a multi-tool? Very few people in an urban context. I cannot tell you the last time somebody helped me on a train or in the street. In the past 13 years since I've been back in Chicago, and even in Vancouver when I lived in another city, I cannot name a time when somebody assisted me. I've assisted plenty of people in a lot of contexts, and I can't tell you the last time I helped. And when I did help somebody, I was at the skate park and I had my tool bag, right? One of my everyday tool bags where I had everything I need. In fact, let me show you that bag right now so that you know that I'm not full of shit. And so I carry that in the car, right? 1 second here, guys. Let me get that bag. Oh, fuck. Oh. All right, people. So when I say most people can't carry the bags, you can't carry my surf bag, you can't carry my fucking tool bag. This tool bag is like 50 fucking pounds. I got my micro screwdrivers. I have another screwdriver here. I have pliers, paint thing to remove. I got little micro tools over there. I got electrical tape over here. Multiple tape measures. I have my wrench here. I have duct tape. I have my hammer, screwdrivers. I have a stud finder. I have wrenches. I have scissors. I have markers. I have everything you need right here. So I would used to carry this in my truck all the time. So I wouldn't need any EDC shit. I wouldn't need that stuff that you put in your pack in your car because I have everything in here, right? I wouldn't need most of the things that people would say, oh, EDC. You know what, EDC? Here's EDC. Here, let me show you. Let's briefly go through practical EDC bags, right? Number one, the easiest bag. Two of them. Your plastic bag. You could put things in this here and no one's going to know what you have in there, right? That's why the cops still search you with these bags. They have to search these bags, and you could put your lunch in here. You could put a first aid kit in here. You could put your own EDC stuff. I have a thing of hand sanitizer. You can put hand sanitizer, all your daily items into this bag, right? This and I'm out of brown bags. I couldn't believe I didn't have brown bags. This and the brown bag are your best EDC potential bags for you, right? Like, no, because they're discreet. They're discreet. They're gray man. You hold on these, nobody's going to be messing with you. You're not going to look like a threat to anybody. You're going to look like grandma, right? These two are on the top 3 list of potential bags. I'm going to go with this one as being, I use this bag more than anything else. I'm going to go with this bag being my number 1 EDC go-to, use more often than not than most any bag. And that's my Marshall's Dollar. This thing's super strong. I use it as a bowling bag with my bowling equipment. You can put that fucking tool bag in here and it's not going to break. These straps, I don't know what they do with these straps, but these are super strong, right? I could put my other backpack, and I'm going to show you some items. You can almost put this backpack, I guess you can, but you can put your lunch bag in here and other bags in this bag. So this for me is my most practical bag, because my other EDC bag, and I'm going to show you my other EDC bag, and my other EDC bag is also very conspicuous. When you want to conspicuously carry, not just conceal, but conspicuously carry, believe it or not, these bags, the lunch pail, right, as well as the plastic, the plastic bag, but better than that, better and as good as those is the paper bag, right? You might have your weapon on you, but you could carry some other things in this paper bag if you needed it. And then what I carry more often than not, if I'm dressed up or if I'm, on my everyday person, I carry my Merce, right? I carry my Merce. In my Merce here, I got pockets. More often than not, let me show you some of the things I carry. I always have gloves with me. I have a face mask and always have hand sanitizers. Always, that's just a typical of me. Sure, I have a pen, right? A pen. Yes, I carry a flashlight, and I have my flashlight over there, and I have a flashlight on the back here. But most everything that I need, and including this bag here, right? What I tend to do, and you can put a weapon in here as well. What's up, Benjamin Hawk? Been smoking. Yeah, it is a lot of times I put this bag even into my Merce, right? I shove it in there. I close that off. I could still fit, right, let me see, because here's another thing. I can still fit my glasses case in here, right? I could still fit my glasses case, right? I could still fit a weapon in here if I wanted to with that bag, and a spare mag. Look at what's in the back here. What's in the back? Oh, some lunch specials from a restaurant. But so there's a back pocket here. So I carry everything in this bag right here. Yeah. Oh, he's a metrosexual. He's a nobody. Here in Chicago, I bring cigars in there, EDC. Yep, I do. I do bring cigars if I know I'm going to smoke, right? I'll bring it in this thing here, and I have both a leather cigar carrier and I have a smaller box that I could bring. But yeah, if I'm going to smoke with, going back to this thing, beware of us urban people with these bags, right? These bags now are, here in Chicago, you don't know what anybody has. But I love this because normally I don't wear this. Like today, I look like a cop, and I don't mind it. I was with my mom today. I'm walking with my mom. Sometimes when I'm outdoors, I don't mind looking like a police officer. I don't mind showing that, hey, that dude is prepared, right? I don't mind it. But when I'm wearing this, I don't look like that. I wear my polos. I have a nice fancy shoes, and I have everything I might need in here. I'll have some lip balm. I'll have some hand sanitizer. I'll have some gloves. I'll have a flashlight. A lot of times I carry that spare bag because I'm going someplace like to do some groceries or to, I might pick up some beer or something, and I don't want to carry the plastic bags. I'll have that bag, or this bag with me here. Let me get my glasses out of here, right? So, yeah, so I do bring cigars EDC, and this is a good bag for the cigars, right? Like my Merce is perfect for cigars, right? But EDC, people with those pouches, look at like these, and I have them on my, and I'll show you another EDC bag, but this is probably my most gray man, functional, indiscreet EDC bag, right? And I don't carry anything that most people carry. Those are completely impractical, non-functional, right? Most of the things that you look online that are not applicable to even hit the shit the fan or everyday carry. Everyday carry is supposed to be what you're going to be using. And I guarantee you, the last time that person who has their multi-tool, they use it very infrequently or don't really need it. Because at work, they have a box cutter. At work, they might have a screwdriver set or ratchet set for you. Most of that stuff is already, even first aid stuff. Like we had all of that at work, right? So this is my real EDC bag. All that stuff that looks all military, tactical, non-functional, high. You're a target. This isn't even a target, right? Because this is worth money, right? People are like, oh, that dude's carrying a $300 bag, or $200 on sale or whatever. But you probably, me when I wear this bag, believe me, I'm not screaming or nobody's thinking tactical. Nobody's thinking, hey, that dude's armed. Liquids, beverages, I do not, carry. I do on my other bag. I could go back to my work bag, and my work bag is that tactical bag. I don't carry snacks. I live in the city. I'm in Chicago, right? I might carry snacks, but I rarely eat a snack. I don't eat most peanuts. I don't need those. I will carry my Yeti constantly in hand, right? My Yeti doesn't fit in this, but I do carry my Yeti quite a bit, right? I'll even take that to work. And let me get back to where I got stuck here, to my work bag, which would be my bug out bag, and it's not fully loaded right now with common items, but let's go over my work bag and why I carry these things. I have two dump pouches, right? Two dump pouch here, and then we'll see what's in stuff. And then one gadget pouch, and it has all these pockets, and there's my my food, my beverage right here. I could go with this one, or I could put my Yeti in this pouch here. And as you see, I also have another strap, another Molly strap. I'm probably the only person in the city that I've seen so far. And I've been riding the train for Yeah, is there audio now? Yeah, there should be audio now. I must have hit something on the microphone. Fuck. Oh well. Sorry about that. There should be audio now. Let me check it. Let me check the audio here. Yeah, I hit the audio. It's good. Is there audio now? Yeah, there is audio now. Sorry about. Thanks, Ben, for the heads up there. I should be keeping an eye on it. So yeah, so I have pens. I usually have a flashlight in here, and I'm using my flashlight over there, and I have the small one outside of it. So I have that outside as we're going back. Plenty of D rings, everything else. This top pouch here, this top pocket, I use for my sunglasses. I have a lens cleaner in here, and I have some other sunglasses that I always need in my glasses. Put my glasses in here as well. Let me take out my sunglasses because I don't need them in there right now. So that's what I use in here. In this side pocket, I usually carry, there's a side pocket over here on this side over here. And I haven't, I could hold it sideways here. In the side pocket, I usually put like a spare t-shirt, spare socks in here, as well as a hat sometimes. But I also put, like I said, this one fits a spare sock, spare hat if I needed that, because if it rained or something like that. And then inside, I have another pouch with a lot more hand sanitizers, a lot of hand sanitizers, because my hands are always clean. Another travel forks and spoon in here. There's audio still. There's still audio. So there's travel forks and spoon, and I usually have some other stuff, but I'd have my laptop in here, and then I'd actually put my lunch in here, some spare clothing if I needed it in a different bag, and again, I'd have it in a different bag altogether, and boom. That would be, me a lot for everyday carry, but that's because I work in a restricted area and I have limited access to things, and everything that I did have access to, if I utilize something and where I was at, it's extremely expensive. So I wouldn't want to depend on that. I wouldn't want to go out of my area. I'd have to go upstairs. Just going and get a plastic fork someplace would take like 5 minutes, even 10 minutes, depending on what it's going on. So, more hand sanitizer. Being clean when you're working in a public area with lots of people where there's a lot of dirt, right? So you're working at a retail, you're working at a mall, working at the airport where I worked at, I needed these things constantly, right? So, yeah, that's this bag. But this bag screams, I have a gun, I'm military, I'm tactical. I needed this as an EDC because I was in a context where I needed to carry most of my things for the day, right? Most people don't need this. If you work in an office, if you're, doing most things, you don't need this. Right? You don't need this as a bag. The most common bag you need your lunch bag, probably, right? Your lunch bag, and you could carry this, or this could even be your lunch bag, and that's all you need. You're carrying your lunch, you're carrying the items that you might need. You might have your cable, your cable, as well as even a power bank in your pocket, right? So you're just carrying that in your coat pocket, and you're not needing much more on an everyday basis, right? You'll have your you'll have your knife on you if you want to in one of these things, or your ammo pouch or whatever. You have a multi-tool. If you wanted a multi-tool, you could put a multi-tool in there. I don't have a multi-tool in here, right? I'm just gonna say I don't have a multi-tool in here, and I don't have a multi-tool in here, but you could actually have this if you wanted to. Multi-tool flashlight, if you really wanted to, right? Let's just say that I don't have that as EDC. My EDC is completely different right now because of the state of the union. And also, one of the other highly things when I travel, or I'm going someplace where I want to minimize, I'm going to be swimming, or I can't bring a wallet and I don't want to bring a wallet, I bring this thing. And this thing is awesome, right? I use this when I go surfing. Right, I go surfing. I take this off when I'm surfing. I put my ID in here. I secure it to my back pocket, but this is like my ID holder as well as wallet. Right, this is when I'm traveling. This is what I travel with more often than not. And another item that I travel with, and it's another EDC item, EDC item, especially when I'm traveling, is this chest pouch right here. Right, it does scream I'm a cop, and where I travel they don't give a shit, but here, right, and I even take this when I'm about to board the plane, because what I do is I put my passport, I use this thing here. I'll have my IDs and wallet with me, and I'll put my passport, sometimes even my wallet in here, right? I'll have like my glasses case in here, gloves, a mask. I'll have a pen. I'll have a flashlight in here as well a lot of times, right? And this one I also use quite a bit when I'm cycling, right? When I'm cycling here in the city, you know, I feel like this is part of my person. And if you want to put your pew-pew will fit in here, right? Your pew-pew will fit in here. So I use this quite a bit, especially when I'm exercising. It's got some hand sanitizer in the front, and I, you know, again, I could pack this out. I could put whatever I need in there, and there we go. Take these patches off if you don't want to grab attention, right? I just found these patches, or I bought one of them. Boom, right? Like that's more of, you know, I could put an EDC pouch if I wanted to in there, but I don't use that stuff that everybody puts in there. I just need hand sanitizer. I need lip balm. I need eye drops, right? Eye drops for if something gets in my eye. I need, you know, something for my glasses that already have the wipes in there, right? I might carry a knife for self-defense, but I don't need most of the things that most people carry in their pouches, right? I don't need those things, and you don't either, right? That's why I think most people got it wrong, because, you know, you want to be light. You want to, this is not discreet, right? This is functional because when you're biking, you're not, you know, I'm on my bike or I'm running, right? And I have another bag running. There is no place I don't have, you know, in shorts, you're not going to put your wallet, you know, I could still use this, but you're not going to put your phone. This is also good for your phone. Your phone could go right in here, right? Phone could go in here, boom, right? Your keys can go in here. Everything that you sort of really do use and need can go right in here. So this is what I use quite a bit when I'm exercising and or riding my bike. So that's one other bag. Let me go over another semi everyday bag here. It still screams tactical. I do use this like when I'm going. This one is good because I could fit this thing in here, right? I could fit this in. This thing is still tea right now, but in here, of course, I have a mask. I have hand sanitizer, right? I have a hand sanitizer. We're at a theme here. We're staying clean. Ear protection. I could put my lip balm in here. I could put pens and papers. I could put a lot of things in here, and I'll use this a lot of times. Like if I go to a flea market, if I'm going to an open sort of festival, I might carry some cigars in here. Carry a lighter. I have lighters in here. This also has a little back pouch that has more hand sanitizers. This thing is, you know, wraps around the side, so it's very comfortable, right? And you could just carry it in front as well, so it's super comfortable. If you wanted to put, you know, a pew-pew in there, you could have a pew-pew, right? I tend not to do that because I'm already carrying on my person, right? So I don't have the pew-pew. Ooh, look at it, pew-pew thing going there. Let me I won't put it on there, but yeah, in the front, right? So that's another bag. Notice these bags, or most of the things that I'm showing you, no, everybody else is completely different, which is fine, because I think most people get it wrong, right? Another here, like, so I don't use this that often. I use this thing as well as my Merce more than anything. This is because when I'm exercising, I'm going out in public and I'm going running, or I'm going for a long walk, or if I'm going on my bike, I'm using this. And I have most of my items in here. I have my phone, my wallet, my some gloves, lip balm, eye protection, my glasses case, sunglasses in here. Maybe I'd have a flashlight, probably not, because I'm usually out doing that stuff in the day, so I won't have that. And I can pack these things as needed, right? So there's that. Like, we've gone through 4 different bags. Let me get you to another potential summertime great discreet carry as well as functional, potentially tactical, is I have my waterproof. I usually carry my surf stuff in here. So when I'm traveling I go snorkeling. I got my snorkeling stuff in here. I got a beach towel in here. I have my pack with my GoPro bag. My GoPro box fits right in here. Boom, put my GoPro in there as well. Right in here. In here I got some goggles. You can put other things that you need in there. 1, 2, 3, roll. Boom, seal that off. It's completely waterproof, right? And this is another city potential urban carry bag, right? You use this. You have various items in here. I'm not going to say what you might carry in here, but what I would say is that most things you would carry in any of these packs are not things that everyone else is carrying. You don't need a full first aid kit. When was the last time you've seen somebody use their first aid kit in the street? Never. I've never seen it. In 54 years of my life, I've never seen it anywhere where somebody was using first aid. They were using first aid techniques, and I've been that person where I've used first aid techniques to stop blood, to help people, but I've never seen one person use a first aid kit, right, in my life. Never seen it. One of you seen it. You've never seen it. When was the last time you seen somebody use a tourniquet in the street? You've never seen it. Maybe a military person's seen it when they're serving, but in their daily lives, they've never seen it. It's just so rare, right? When was the last time somebody used a knife in a practical way? Most of the times that stuff is there. What are they using? They're cutting open a box, cutting a rope. There's other things that are around to do that, right? Usually when at work, there's other plenty of things around to do that. Most people do not help each other anymore. Nobody does. So all those items for EDC, even for you or for somebody else, are completely impractical, right? Yeah, I've gone over my 3, 4 bags. I've gone through over a bunch of bags really fast, which is good, right? We don't have to be here super long, right? We have a discussion. When did I start this? 33 minutes ago. Oh, I went through, I guess I'm wired up on a little coffee and tea, but we went through a lot of shit, man. We went through a lot of shit. Yeah, this is my purse and this is my most common bag. I use this for my groceries. I use this as a bowling bag. If I went to the gym, I have another bag. I could use that other one. I could still use this as a gym bag. Beach bag. Great beach bag. Going to the beach, put your stuff in here. Great beach bag. Right? Beach bag. Very functional. When EDC item. This is your EDC item. All that other stuff that other people have, scissors, name it. Just name what most people carry in the bags. Screwdrivers. When was the last time you used it? When was the last time you've seen somebody using those items? I get it if you live in a ranch and you're driving 50 miles to work, or you're in an area by yourself and you got to go on a long hike. Here in the city, even for shit hits the fan, you're not going to, they say, bugging out. Where are you going to bug out to? Where are you going to go? You're going to be hunkering down. You're going to, you're going to be putting boards on your windows and some other things. You're going to be, where are you going to go? Where are you going to bug out to if you live in a city like Chicago or New York? Where are you going to go? How are you going to get there? You're going to be evicted. So you're going to want to stay and put because you're going to be ordered to leave. And that's when you're going to need your bug out pack. You're going to be demanded to leave. You're going to be forced out of your home more than likely. In fact, you want to hunker down, right? You don't want to bug out. There's no bugging out of the city, right? Only thing you're going to be doing is you could probably grab this bag, right? When you're in a tactical mode, and this is just going to be your foraging bag or collection bag. When you go to some place and you're like, oh, they're passing out food and water, you're going to grab this bag or a bag like it just to pack and store items. So you could put it on your back, carry the food that somebody gave you or you made a trade with somebody. You might use this. You might even use something smaller to grab those goodies. But for the most part, you're not going to be bugging out, right? These pack out, like where do you pack out in the city? Like, why do you carry all that stuff? Nobody uses it. And I don't see it. And even if I see it, you don't use it. Stop lying to yourself. You don't use these items, right? I'm out there in the streets constantly, And even I don't use that stuff, right? I've never had an instance where I've seen somebody helping, and every time I've helped somebody, it's, like, believe it or not, this Yeti has been my primary weapon. See what happens here? Let me show you this. This thing, screw on here. There, it's on there pretty good. What do I got here? What do I got here? Right? You want to get a little even more momentum going on here? Let me get that off of there. Boom. What do I got here? Right? That's my one indiscreet weapon I had to do. I've had to do this on the train a couple times for potential problems. And the people that were the vectors of what it might happen didn't even notice that this was in play. Didn't even notice, right? Didn't notice what was going on, right? This thing would get me arrested. It's gonna get you in jail, right? It doesn't matter what you use. If you use a pencil, use a X-Acto knife, a cutter or something like that, you hurt somebody, you're going to jail. Right? Oh, one of the other things I carry in my other backpack, I carry this little tripod. I carry other EDC item that I have this little hub, little electronics hub that I carry. Yeah. So those are more practical EDC sort of bags and items than most everything I've seen on the internet. I think most of, paracord. When was the last time you used paracord on a practical daily basis? Like, give me your common EDC items, right? Let me do a search right here. I'm gonna common EDC items, and I'm gonna tell you through ChatGPT. I would say the best EDC items are like your lip balm, your hand sanitizers, and or things, but your phone wallet keys, right? Pocket knife, not gonna use it. Good to have it, not gonna use it. Multi-tool, not gonna use it. Flashlight, great. Right? Great flashlight at nighttime or somewhere else. I carry a flashlight constantly. Pen and notepads, have it. A lighter, I have it more often than not. First aid items, not going to use them. Lip balm, face mask, yep, see? Self-defense, pepper spray, yeah, you can have a tactical pen. Firearms, a whistle, not going to use it. Power bank, USB cables, yeah, those are all things that I probably would use. Paracord bracelet, not going to do it. Mini water bottle or filter. Pocket notebook, duct tape, not going to carry duct tape, but you could duct tape your, which is interesting, but you could duct tape some tape over your lighter if you want to do that. But again, most things that I've seen online for both people that are especially EDC, the most practical EDC is what we were talking about. Your phone wallet keys, maybe a multi-tool, maybe a pocket knife, but it's like lip balm, hand sanitizer, facial mask, right? Your stuff to clean your glasses, right? Those are more common, more practical EDC items than most everything you see online. And as far as bug out, we're not bugging out. And I see most of the things that people carry full packs, full, almost not like this or bigger than this as an EDC item. Like, what the fuck do you have in there? And when have you used it? When are you gonna use it? Right? I saw a guy today, he needed a pack because he obviously was an architect or something like that. He had his computer in there. He had some papers coming out the side. None of that is most of the stuff that you see online, and including from people that are military operators. If we are in a real shit hits the fan situation, something like in Gaza, people are just carrying a small, maybe a battle belt. Maybe you don't even have that. Right? If you're scrapping for shit, you don't have much on you at all. You're fortunate to have anything on you. Right? That's something that most people don't want to tell you. Right? You don't have a lot, and you don't want to carry a lot because you're going to be hiding. You want to blend into the environment. All these bags that people, and you don't have to spend a fortune on these bags, right? All the bags I have, this bag, my bag. This big bag I've had for 4 years used like this. Yes, a couple of the buckles did break. The buckle that goes over here and the buckle that goes on your waist, which are very important, they did break. I could replace them. They did break. See, you see the break right here. This bag was $30. This pouch for the bottle was $7. This dump pouch was $9. This EDC pouch was $9 or that. And then here's the other dump pouch that was $9. So it's another one, right? Don't all stuff on Amazon. Don't need that expensive $300 Maxpedition bag or your super expensive whatever it's called bag, because when are you going to use it? How often do you use it? I've used this literally every day for 4 years. Every day for 4 years, use this pack. Right? I've gotten my monies out of it. I'm still going to use it more and more. So, this chest rig, this was $9. Already got my money's worth out of this thing. It's already been to Mexico with me a bunch of times, Costa Rica, been on hikes with me. I use this again when I'm working out. This thing I get a lot of use out of. This thing when I go to the beach, my beach bag, this thing was expensive, $70 I believe. Was it 70? It might have been $70. It should be going on sale since Quicksilver is going out of business. So it should. Let me make sure I still got some sound going. Yeah, I got sound. Right. So $70, but still great for waterproof. You're going to the beach. You're going to the river. This is what you use. Right. Good stuff right there. And then my Merce. Right. We got my Merce here. Michael Kors Merce. Indiscreet. Have everything you need in there. Right. And I don't carry, like I said, I don't carry most of the things to do because most people, number one, they do not help others. You with that multi-tool, you're not stopping in your car to help somebody on the side of the road. The last time somebody helped me on the side of the road was it like 5-6 years ago? And he was just a smart dude. The cops were trying to squeeze me up, saying that, my truck did a 360 at like 3 in the morning when it was like fucking super icy and I was on my way to a job. Dude, yeah, I was holding up traffic, boom, boom, boom. Fucking nobody came to help. I was scared to like convince somebody to do anything. I thought the cop would actually like tow me out or get me a trophy thing. Dude, some dude came out of a regular car. He had a chain and a clipped that on. He's like, I got you, man. Even in front of the cops, he's like, boom, dragged my fucking truck onto the highway, got me going, got us moving, got the traffic going. 5 minutes, one person helped. After like 40 minutes, hundreds of cars passing by, nobody helped. I've helped somebody on the train recently. I helped this old man just traveling. He didn't know how to get to a certain place. He couldn't move very well. Nobody was going to help that guy. I helped him. I leave for work a lot early, like hour early. I knew I had time. I helped the old man. It is what it is, but I don't see anybody helping anybody. At all. At all. Right? So you with all your kit and all that stuff, you keep on carrying it. You keep on carrying it. You end up using. I've used all these things for years now. Like this thing's got rust on it because I use this when I'm traveling. I use this, for example, I mentioned when I'm surfing. I put my some money in here. I put an ID in here and it stays in here. And I put this in my back pocket. In a pocket there, and usually in my shorts I have a loop where this holds and there's a zipper, so they have a loop inside there. I usually like my Quicksilver or my surfing shorts that have like something that would hold this inside the shorts, and then a zipper that really secures it. So I don't care if the money gets wet. A lot of money could get wet, and they freak out like, why is this wet? I'm like, well, I was in the fucking ocean, so I carry a little money and an ID. Just one ID, and a lot of times I don't have a card with me. I don't have one of my credit cards or debit cards in here, right? So using this thing's been immensely useful the past 4 years that I've had it. Traveled with everything. Even the big bag I use as my carry-on bag when I go flying, and a lot of times I have a lot of items in there. Might have my toiletry kit in there. I might have like my fins. My surfboard fins, because I want to make sure that certain equipment I do have with me. I'll have I might have that. I might might have this beach bag packed in there, right, empty, just folded up, right at the bottom so that I have this, right? And then I'll have other items like my GoPro camera in there, my toiletry case, right? So, some underwear, socks. I'll have that in that other bag when I'm traveling, so that if my actual bag doesn't show up, I still have like some basics with me, and at least have stuff that I could clean my hands, clean my ass, clean my face, and a pair of socks, spare pair of underwear, right? I'll have that stuff in there so that if I'm trapped someplace, my bag is not to be found. I have some items, necessary items, like must-have items with me, right? So I'll do that. But yeah, most you know, EDC is supposed to be what you carry. Yo, Joey, what's up? What you might have every day with you that you actually need, right? And you don't need all the stuff that most of these people have. And then bug out, like you're not bugging out from a city. And if you do, you're gonna get robbed. You're gonna get pinched. You're gonna get caught up by the authorities because you're gonna get arrested or taken. They're gonna take all your shit. And like bug out bags are, even for those people in those rural areas, I don't understand why they have bug out bags. They're already bugged out. You live in the middle of nowhere, right? You're going to jail. I'm not going to jail. I didn't show anything illegal, so I didn't put anything illegal out there. I wish I was smoking a cigar. I wanted to smoke a cigar, but it's fucking getting cold out there, and I don't enjoy smoking a cigar in the garage. I just don't like it, right? I can't smoke in here, so it is what it is. I could go to the cigar shop, and I think they allow you. I probably could use the lounge. I'm such a decent customer there. Maybe he lets me use the lounge if I buy a cigar there or 2 cigars, whatever, or a couple cigars. I could go to the lounge, but yeah, I wanted to smoke a cigar today, but it just isn't happening for me. Just being fun and comfortable in there, but yeah, we've gone through some bags, and again, I think being light and carrying things that you're going to use, right? Why carry things that you're not going to use? Just in case. If I carried everything just in case, I'd be carrying that big old bag there and it had everything. I might need an emergency blanket. Oh, Sam Sulek is 5 days out. Yeah, cool. Let's see how he does. His first competition, I'd imagine. Yeah, so, what I see most people putting out there on YouTube just isn't very practical. Even for bugging out. For bugging out, like, here, do we need all those things? Water filtration stuff, right? Fire making kit. Tickets are sold out. I don't know which competition it is, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what's being sold out, right? I wouldn't know. But, it's like not everything that you like in life, like what you see in YouTube, you have to take the positive, discard the negative, and the positive stuff, you have to make sure it's applicable to you. That's practical in your situation, that's practical for your lifestyle, and that for your purposes. Right? And then if it's not, the card sucks. Joey wants to talk MMA. The card sucks. Yeah, this card's horrible. Dude, we already know that, Joey. Like, look at the pay-per-view last time. The last pay-per-view was horrible. Right? The last pay-per-view was horrible. As a card, right? Cannonier Rodriguez. Qatar versus Halal's a good fight. Look at Shabazian and Budka are the third fight, which is horrible. Bonfim and Saidakov, that's a good fight. Rodolfo Vieira, Andre Petrovsky, that's not, it's not horrible. My girl Angela Hill versus Ketlin Sousa. Jared Gordon versus Ruzabov. Jared Gordon's going to be on there. He's always exciting. Both Bonfim brothers are on this card. They're always exciting. Against Chaos Williams, and Chaos Williams is always excited. Vince Morales is exciting. Dante O'Mays, how is that motherfucker still in the UFC. How is Dontel May still in the fucking UFC? Oh my God. But this isn't a horrible card. I mean, this is what you got to expect. Like, uh, I think that it's the UFC is selling to ESPN, right? They've created the cards on a boxing model now. They're top heavy, and this isn't even top heavy. When you have your co-main event being Calvin Kattar versus Yosef Zalal, and then your near co-main event Edmund Sebastian versus Dylan Butka, and I don't know how Edmund Sebastian is still in there. Like, how is he still in there? The Bonfim brothers, we've seen they've been a little exposed, but Rodolfo Vieira, Petrosky, same thing. Petrosky, how is Petrosky still in there? Right? So Angela Hill, veteran. Angela Hill, Ketlin Souza, that should have been like replaced Edmund Shabazian. But it's all free. And hey, fucking Chaos Williams versus Gabriel Bonfim, that should have been the co-main event fight. That's going to be a fucking great fucking fight right there. Like, the UFC is just, isn't it ordering it, putting it in the correct or best order? Yeah, because Chaos sucks. He's just a knockout guy. And the Bonfim brothers are a little better rounded. Both jiu-jitsu and can strike. Right? But Chaos could knock him out. Oh, Chaos got that legit one-punch power. Chaos also gasses, even though he went to the decision remote very recently. So, Joey, I'm supposed to be talking about like bug-out bags and everyday carry. Joey carries his everyday carry as a duffel bag with his work shit. And then he carries his wallet. That's it. Joey doesn't need anything. He's got his car. Most of us in the city, we're going to point A to point B to point C. We don't need to be carrying a bunch of shit. Right? Carry your gym stuff in your bag with a lock, and that's it. You got your shorts, your swim pants maybe to go into the steam room. Maybe he carries a little baby oil like Puff Daddy to oil Chipotle in a wallet. Yep, that's all he carries. And that's what most people do. Joey, like, I think that this whole YouTube thing of preppers and these people with all this fucking shit are just misleading, and it's a lie. Most people do not need all that shit. And if you see somebody with all that shit, it's like, and I don't, right? I see most people that are very practical, they're carrying, and we see it at the airport, Joey. What do most people carry? Their lunch and their clothes in this thing, right? A plastic bag is your most functional everyday carry bag for your everyday carry items. If you don't need it in here, chances are you don't need it. If it isn't in here, right? You could carry other stuff. You could carry hand sanitizer in there. You could carry your cables, your computer cables and other shit in here. You don't need a fancy bag for that. In fact, more often than not, you see that bag, the plastic bag, right? This one isn't a paper bag, but you know where I got the paper bag thing from? Is drug dealers, as well as the plastic bag. You'll see a lot of drug deals. There'll be somebody handing off a plastic bag like this, paper bag, I'm sorry, or a plastic bag full of the drugs. You think they're going to hand off a briefcase or a fucking duffel bag or a backpack? No. They're going to hand over a ton of pills inside a paper bag or that plastic bag. Your fentanyl, all your pills are going to be in some bag like that. They're not going to put it in something that screams like, oh, I may have shit in here. Right? They're going to have it like in their lunch bag. Right? That's more practical than other stuff. Right? I'd rather carry this as an EDC bag than what most people carry EDC. I'd rather carry my lunch pail. If I don't need my computer, I could carry a lot of stuff in this, almost like a purse. Carry those plastic bags as well as the other Marshall's bag. I could have a flashlight in here. I could have a knife. I could have a box cutter in here if I wanted it. Stuff on the side here. I could have lip balm. Everything I needed right in here in this little bag right here. And lunch bag. And you could put your pew-pew in here and nobody would know the difference. Nobody would know it's in here. Nobody, very discreet. To talk about discreet and subtle carry. Most people that They're trying to be gray man. I'm not dressed as gray man today, right? I'm all the blue with my cargo pants. I'm screaming like, and I got my keen shoes. I'm screaming, hey, this guy probably is armed and do not fuck with him, which is fine. Like, a lot of times that's what I want. Like when I'm walking my mom and I'm just chilling out, and plus I'm warm. I got to stay warm. It's winter, and I don't mind that, right? I don't mind that at all. Other times when I'm on my day off and I do want to, go to the store and see if somebody's there, I want to look professional or look a little better, I'll have my Merce with me. You know what I mean? I'll have my Merce and I'll have regular shoes and, right? Like, and I won't have all the stuff that all these people have, right? Like, again, I don't see it here in an urban context. Most of the things you see in on YouTube do not apply. And most of the people that are doing it are just misnomering. They don't really live in the city. They're assuming something, right? And even operators, they're always going back to a base. They do not really EDC when they're in a wartime situation. Like have a home base, or they have their packs and they have their small little area. They're not in a situation where the EDC is applicable to them, or at least a discrete small EDC is not applicable. They pack out, right? That's a context where you need to pack out. When you're traveling, you're packing out. You're going on a 3-day excursion, you need to pack out, right? When you don't need to pack out as EDC, and you don't pack out when you live in an urban or bug out or pack out. You don't do that, right? I should have put pack out instead of bug out. EDC versus pack out, right? Most people that I see doing their EDC, it's a pack out. Like, where are you going? We're in the city that do you need all that shit? If you're going to the gym, you're going to the gym. You need your gym shit. If you're rock climbing, you need your rock climbing shit. If you're playing tennis, you need your tennis shit. You're going to the golf course, you need your golf shit. I think most of the stuff that you see out there is just very, not just impractical, but it's misinforming you, right? You're not going to need all that shit. In fact, the fewer things that you're carrying, the better, right? The fewer things that you're carrying, it's just easier. You don't have to be, and everything is on your person or close to your person, right? My Merce is on my person, right? My Merce is on my person. My chest rig is on my chest. It's very close, right? Most things that I carry in, where's my Marshall's bag? A lot of times I carry this in those bags, but a lot of this is my groceries. I could use this as a gym bag, right? I use it as a beach bag constantly. A lot of groceries. My beach bag, I've used it as a beach bag too. This is a great beach bag, right? I use this in conjunction with my other beach bag sometimes because I'll carry other stuff in here, right? I'll carry other stuff in here that I won't carry in my in this one when I go to the beach. I tend to bring both of these, right? Like, I tend to bring both of these. This one I might put stuff that I definitely don't want sand in, that I don't want to get damaged or wet. I'll bring that, I'll have that stuff in here, and then here I might have like a towel, some spare shit, another, just random shit in here. Stuff for the kids, you want to put it, but this is a very functional bag. $1 at Marshall's, and these fucking things are indestructible, or just very strong. So, again, going through common, misconceptions of what EDC is. EDC is very basic, and I'm glad that there are some EDC things out there. The moment you see more than 6 items as an EDC in the thumbnail, just don't even click that. And I can't believe they get like 15,000 views. I got one person watching me. They got like so many views, and it's just like misinformation, right? I'm not going to need all that stuff, right? So we've had our discussion there. I've gone an hour. Nobody's in here. It's okay. Let me wind this down. You guys got any questions I could talk about this? This is going to be an ongoing topic, right? I'm going to be addressing or doing some more stuff in this. So I really appreciate it if you did make it in here, right? If you did make it in, which nobody did, You know, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Again, you don't have to have the best stuff. You just have to be careful and be smart, right? And if you are somebody to help people, be careful who you choose and what you're helping someone doing, right? I remember somebody I was almost getting assaulted on the train once, and I helped the person. Next thing you know, I'm almost going to have to kill somebody, and I'm end up in jail for helping somebody else, right? So pick and choose your battles, and a lot of times it's, you know, that's a whole different discussion there. But in terms of EDC, phone, wallet, keys, flashlight, your lip balm, eye drops, your case, you know, maybe your power cable for your phone, a bag, even a plastic bag. That's pretty much it. Everything else is overkill. All that stuff everybody sees, you see in these videos, are not applicable. So if you disagree with me, please let me know in the comment section. Again, if you've made it this far, you are about better. I appreciate anybody that came in. So if you made it this far, you are about better. Stay safe out there. Keep up the good work. God bless you. Hope everything's going well, and we will be talking to you and making more content. So please hit the like and subscribe button, and even the notification if you want to know when I go live. I've been going live every day lately and posting content every day. So I appreciate anybody that does look at this.